All right, guys, welcome back. We got War number 2 in season 34. We're starting on path 2 with Apocalypse, Archangel, and Cable. We're going to go Apocalypse with the Cable synergy. So we're starting with 4 charges. We got Hitmonkey here. So on this one, I'm going to try and avoid the heavy at the beginning. I know that I'm only going to get a bar of power as Hitmonkey gets a bar of power. So I'm going to slow my combos down, try and get the special one there right as I cross a bar of power, and then he's almost done. Now I just got to be careful. I'm only going to go like maybe one hit into him when he's parried, wait for his timers to expire, bait that special one, and then go back in and do the exact same thing again. Parry, push him over a bar of power into a special one. Fight is done super, super fast. Rank 4 Apocalypse, just shredding opponents. Next up, we got MODOK, also with Strike, Counter, Fury, but this one's got the Brute Force, Power Focus 1, so it's always a little bit of a tricky one, but we're going to try and take him down with Archangel. The RNG was not the greatest, and of course he throws that Rogue Heavy right at the beginning. Didn't get that first parry, finally get one there. Took a tiny few ticks of Brute Force damage there. And again, I've got like 5 bleeds at the moment, but still no poisons. Try and get another parry. Finally got a poison. Finally got a neurotoxin going. And I'm just trying to go with the parry heavy method. Try and melt him down as fast as we can. Should be able to get hits in once the neuros are on with regards to brute force. I'm going to throw a special one. Try and get some stuff going. A little late there countering that. But we'll throw another special one. Try to get some poisons and bleeds on him. And here it was just... And because I'm not kind of playing around the node too much, I am throwing some specials. But he is getting quite a bit of furies. And any hit into the block is taking quite a bit of damage there. So we get him down, but I really wish the RNG would have been a little bit better on that one. Next up, we got Man-Thing again. We had this all last season, but now he's got the Miss Global instead of Unstoppable Armor. So the goal here is very similar to how we fought this one previously. Power Start 1, but now I don't have to worry about him going unstoppable. My key thing is I do not want to evade and trigger the miss. So what I'm going to do is I am going to build up to a special 2 here. I don't have to worry about anything. When he throws a special, I'm just going to take it on the block. So if he throws a special 1 there, no problem. We're just going to take it on the block because we want to refresh our debuffs. We don't want to trigger miss if we can. There, we got a special 1. We got all our fun debuffs on him. So we're doing great at this point. Again, if he does have that armor up, we can get some shock damage. But again, we're limiting that with the concussion from the initial special 2. We throw another special 1, and that just about takes him out. Perfect. So really happy with that one. And then we jump on to path 3 in section 1. We got this Longshot. We actually get to bring Captain America Infinity War into Alliance War, which never happens. He's a Defiance champion against a Miss Defender. So here against Longshot, really I just need to parry heavy. Of course, I put on an invulnerability boost just in case. And of course, my first couple parries work. Then I go for one right after this. And I get nailed. So that was fun. Those 2 invul charges completely gone. But that's okay. We're just going to play this one slow. Parry heavy. Try and build up a special 2. It does have hurt locker, so you got to rotate your specials on this node. So you can't throw 2 specials in a row, or else you're going to take a ton of burst damage. Like 2 of the same specials in a row. So we're just building up to a special 2 here. And at the same time, we're getting plenty of... we've got some kinetic charges building up. We've got 3 of them at the moment. Now we're up to 4. Almost up to... Back to 3 again. So we've got a bunch of kinetic charges, which if you don't know Cap Infinity War, you get a bunch of kinetic charges. And then, oh my goodness, parry heavy into special 2, and that was like a 74k crit. Awesome. All right. We got path 3 of section 2. We're going to do the same thing we did the last war, which is Colossus against Colossus. On this one, you want a non-robotic bleed immune champion for this one. So here we're just going to go Colossus against Colossus. Again, when I'm splitting up between my two accounts, I don't have the same champions ranked up on both accounts. Again, I try to keep it some parity between the two of them sometimes, but Nebula is the #1 counter for this Colossus on this node. It's just a joke fight with it, but I don't have Nebula ranked up on the second account, so it's just safer to go in with Colossus here. He's like a 565 Sig 200. Very beefy Colossus. And similar to Cap Infinity War, we want to get you want to get the heavy into special so that you can get the extra fury damage. So we're going to build up to a special 2, and then we're going to heavy special 2 and just destroy. So that is the goal here. Big fury attacks on the heavies. So there's a nice 20k right there. And I think we're just going to do the same thing here. We're going to go parry into special 2. And he's done. Nice. Clean fight there. And then we've got Guillotine 2099 on explosive personality. And so here the key bit is, again, it's a new miss defender. But Magneto, against the #Metal Champions, he can't miss. So he completely bypasses the global node against someone like Guillotine 2099, who's a #Metal Champion. So you don't necessarily need a Defiance one. Magneto will take care of all your #Metal problems. So here we're just going to build up to a special 3. Don't want to hit into the block because of explosive personality. You can see we triggered the miss, but it doesn't matter. Magneto just completely shredding it here. Build up to a special 3 with a bunch of prowess. And can we take out the last 58%? Yes, very easily. So a nice 11-hit KO for Magneto. All right, next we've got Path 2 in Section 2. The first fight is Strike Counter, Block Penetration, Professor X. And again, this one also has the Hard Knock Life. So your parry is going to give you Disorient, but Apocalypse can go Disorient Immune. So that first parry puts the Disorient on us. And now we just wait it out and we'll become Disorient Immune, so we can ignore it the rest of the time. And you just, it's a Professor X, so his Falter is ready, so we got to be careful. Throw in a hit, there we go, trigger the Falter. And now we can back off, go for a full combo. We want to be throwing those specials because of the strike counter. We don't want to give him extra block penetration there, because anytime we're taking the parries, we want to mitigate the extra damage there. Again, Falter's ready, so we can attack in after the special 1, because he's just going to be doing the channeling. And now we can go back into our parry heavy. We're just going to throw another special 1. I didn't refresh the debuffs here, which was kind of, I could have made this a little bit faster. I was a little late there trying to refresh them, but that's fine. One more, like a special 1 is going to be completely fine. We'll evade that special 2. Again, trigger the Falter, back off, and now the fight is done. So we don't even need another special. Next up is Terrax. Also going to take it with Apocalypse. Really not too worried here. Again, strike counter, block penetration, so we want to be using our specials. And we're already Disorient Immune, so we don't have to worry about the Disorient part of the node. Again, we have Willpower active, so we're going to get some heal back, some healing back from the armor breaks that Terrax is going to put on us. But at the same time, I think on this note, I'm just going to throw that special 1, try and refresh the debuffs. When he does throw a special, try and back off, even throw a special just to create some space and have some time for the rock, like his rock shield or whatever it is, to go away. So he's going to throw that special, the rock field. Sorry, the rock field. We want the rock field to go down. That's fine. Even the special 1 here, we'll just push him far away from us. Let the rock shield tick away. Again, even with that heavy attack, it just pushes him far away. Let the rock field expire, and then continue hitting Terrax here Really not a problem. Spam those special ones so he doesn't get too much block penetration. And the fight is just about over. All right, next up, we did this fight last war. It's Super Skrull on node 48. He is a Defiance champion. I do have an invul boost on because, see, I did not want to trigger that dex at the beginning. I go for the parry, and it triggers the dex, but between the Unstoppable from being a horseman and the invul boost, I was able to survive that. Also, we had our teammate, Cody, who had Apocalypse, put the pre-fight on this fight so that my APOC can take the Korg fight on the next fight as well with it, which is just a rank 4 Korg versus a 565, so it just makes it a little bit easier, even though I think a 565 Korg would have been just as fine for the next, a 565 APOC would have been totally fine for the next Korg fight as well, but let's just make it easier here. So it's just one more fight for me to do. So again, parry heavy against the Super Skrull. Take those specials on the block so we don't trigger miss. And very easy. Fight is shredded. Next is a Korg. Again, this one has Conflictor, where you put a debuff on and it gets purified and gives them 75% of bar power, but Apocalypse can't have his debuffs purified, so he makes it super easy for this fight. Again, you don't want to be doing the same attacks in a row, but at the same time, Apocalypse, you want to make sure you're only doing the light attacks. I use a Power Start 1 in order to quickly get to the Special 2, get the concussion, and then I can go ahead and quickly get from Special 2, take that Special 1 on the block, go right into a Special 1. And again, it's a Korg, so you want to make sure you're only doing light attacks when his rock shield is up. There, his rock shield is down, so I can freely heavy without taking extra damage. Do another Special 1, and the fight is just about over. Apocalypse is absolutely just shredding. One more hit. All right, last one was a MCOC on this, I think it's node 54. It's the super extra power gain node. It's unblockable special 2. So we decided that usual counter should be Doom. I shouldn't have done this, but I figured give it a shot. If it goes completely horrible, I won't try again. But I go in with Cable as a horseman, and I'm going to try and melt him down with the degens. Now, I don't want to trigger the miss there. And you can see what happened is he got to the Special 2. I accidentally triggered the miss, but the invul boost, only one charge got used because of the Unstoppable from being a horseman kicked in. So that's how I survived that Special 2. Now I'm going to push him intentionally to a Special 3 because when I was doing this fight, I'm like, oh, it didn't use all 3 of the invul charges. I can go ahead, push him to a Special 3 here, and I'm not going to die. And you can see here, I don't die here from the Special 3, but he does get some regen back, and now I threw the Special 1 because I think I got worried that he might have been unblockable there, but instead I go back into the parry heavy, but unfortunately he doesn't want to throw any of his Special 1s, and there what happened is that when I crossed the bar of my own power, I had triggered a power gain, and it expired right as I threw that heavy, and that's why I got clipped with the miss and the specials. So Cable is not really great for these miss defenders because that power gain buff that I have right now, as soon as it disappears, it's going to trigger the miss. So here, now I know again, at least with an invul boost and the Unstoppable, I can go ahead and I can freely survive that Special 2. Here I push him to another Special 2. I hold block just to try and trigger him dashing it again, and we get him 1 death. Not the end of the world. I hope that helps, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.